How's it going today? This is Micah, High and Mighty Adventures. It's going to be our first ongoing review. Something I truly believe a lot in is the 510 guide Tennie. This is not all the one. This doesn't represent all the 510 guide Tennies I've had, just a few pair. But canvas, leather, mids, these are probably my favorite now. I really like the ankle support. And I've got a couple more that I just ordered from the pro site on 510, so we're going to do the unboxing. New shoe day makes me happy. So I got two pairs. The first is the Approach Pro. This is a new shoe by 510. I'm really looking forward to these. I think the Elements, yeah. This is a new shoe by 510. It's got a stiff sole. I think it's really good for the aspects of some of the free climbs that I have to do in technical hiking. I'm not much of a climber. I've done a little bit of climbing, but I have always just enjoyed the approach more than hanging from the ropes. But yeah, this is a new one. It is a canvas. I really like the bevel. I think they got that right. I'm a little worried the canvas is going to wear out pretty quick. But we will give them a try. Also thinking that this would be a good shoe that I can clip to my pack when I'm out whenever I need a little bit more stiffness in the sole. But I don't know. I really got them because I'm a 510 junkie, but we'll see how that goes. I generally go through about 3 pairs of guide Tennies a year. So one thing I have found about 510 guide Tennies that I don't like speaking unfavorably about this product that I like so much. The best way I heard it described from Desert Highlights lead guide and owner was that 510s are kind of like a race car tire. The best you can possibly have on the track, but they're only good for a few laps and you got to change them. Nice green color. The orange kind of stands out. Pull up tab. They feel real solid. Good stiff shoe. And they break in pretty good too. It's always a great feeling. But 510s, one of the things I really like about them is there's not much of a break-in period. As soon as you get them on your feet, they just feel great. By one hike, generally they're doing pretty good. And these got a great seal on them. One of the things, this is some of the new generational stuff. You can see the cracks starting to come up, and it's not so much on this one. I've got another that the whole thing's starting to come off, but this looks pretty solid right now. That bevel toe is one of my favorite aspects of it. I can't tell you, and that's why these wear out as well. Yep, they got a little Stealth Rubber sticker here. The Stealth Rubber truly is the best on slick rock. I think hiking in Moab, you're going to spend probably a good 70% of your time on slick rock, and these are the best that I've found to work on that. But yeah, slight differences. This is one of last year's shoes. You can see it kind of rub there. I don't see too many changes in these though. So I got about 7 months out of these, and these shoes last year probably did just the fiery furnace alone just over 200 trips. I did 260 trips through the fiery furnace last year total. So, and these were there most of the time. Gonna try on the 510s. They've got a great shot, and I do want to give a shout out to Wigwam socks. I have had these for about a year and a half. I do have quite a lot of pair of socks, so they don't go through super heavy rotation in a week. I probably 12 pair or so, a lot of sand and stuff, but man, these guys, the only thing that has put a hole in these shoes is my blue Heeler Dixon. Wigwam socks, can't say enough good things about them. They're made from merino wool, so they breathe really good. They don't stink, which is a big thing whenever you're hiking in the desert, especially in the summer. Oh yeah. Yeah, like I said, man, they're a little stiff, for the first hike. One of the best things about 510s, they break in after that first hike. You know, and within a week, they're pretty much formed to your feet. These actually feel considerably stiffer than they usually do, though, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But yeah, these guys are definitely, they feel stiffer than I think I've ever had a pair of 510s feel. I know the company did some an ownership change to Adidas, so I don't know if that's part of it. Going to be very interesting to see. So, trying on the new 510 Pro Approach Guide Tennies. Really looking forward to these shoes. I was psyched when I saw that they had a new Guide Tennie model anyway. Looks like, before we get these on, one of the things with the bevel that happens on the Guide Tennies when it's so high, that always seems to be a problem coming off. You can see it here. While it's on there good now, I can even feel it's a little flimsy. This seems to be a little bit thicker rubber. It's definitely a stickier rubber. It doesn't have the texture to it, but I think that that's going to be a really good thing as far as the bend with the scrambling and such. Yeah, very much feels like a climbing shoe on your foot. Super, super tight, which is what I like. It's been so long since I put on a pair of height. Low top shoes. Forgot my normal routine. I've been tucking my shoestrings in since I was about a 10 or 11-year-old skateboarder. All it took was one time, and I'm talking my cousin gave me an old 1970s Dogtown skateboard. Now, it was great. I remember having long shoelaces, skateboarding, and that shoelace getting caught in a wheel, slamming my head in the garage. So ever since then, came up with myself to tuck those. Yeah, these guys feel great. Super tight. I don't know if they're going to be, they feel good. I don't really know if they're going to be the best shoe for the entire hike. That's another reason I got them. You can see they have right here, place for clipping on the beaner to put on your backpack. And I do intend to do those elements. The hike I'm actually doing today, Upper Courthouse Wash, is, and with Season filming this, she's not going to like it very much. There's several free climb aspects to this that I got to go up a few places. But yeah, they feel great. Like I said, they're very, very form-fitting, super comfortable. Very, very light as well. I do kind of worry, you can see, this is the only pair. I've had this one pair of canvas 510s, and man, that's what happened to me. Looks like there might be, no, probably gonna wear out pretty quick with the canvas. That's Guide Tennies are definitely the race car tire of the hiking shoe world here in the Moab Desert. Great, but only good for a few laps. So I hope maybe they improve, but you know, I'd be just fine if the Guide Tennie stayed just the same for the rest of my life, because that is probably what I'm going to be wearing. If there is any other shoe manufacturer that just in a wild chance actually gets that and wants me to try out a pair of shoes, well, let me know. But right now, I don't have any of the old hiking boots that came before Guide Tennies because I threw them all in the garbage so far. So I am going into these. I will be critical of them, but at the same time, I am going to let you know that these are my favorite shoes for what I do. If there's anything better out there, I just haven't discovered it yet. And they're so good that I really don't feel like switching to anything else either. So, but I'd be willing to give it a try. Just not going to spend the money on it, because if I'm going to spend my money, I've already got the pro deal with 510 anyway. I'm going to spend my money on these. But yeah, we will let you know how it goes. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.